Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. What you're looking at is my 1993 club car. I used to remember what model it was. There's a club car puts a little plate on it right there, and it says AG93. So anyway, it's a gas-powered club car, and this thing has had the winter off. It's been sitting here, and as a matter of fact, it had a bunch of last season off because my whole roof situation here has kind of gone ugly. So it needs some attention. It needs, particularly the roof situation, needs to be rebuilt, and not wanting to get too far ahead of myself, I'm thinking of using rebar. It's easy enough to bend. I mean, it's as strong as this junk, so there you go. If you're familiar with any golf carts, you got the big gas tank here. That right there is the fuel pump, which runs off the engine crankcase, vacuum, so to speak. So as the piston goes up and down, it moves a little valve in here, and that causes it to pump gas. I didn't want to deal with the big gas tank and, you know, pulling gas up off the bottom and so forth. So what I did is I put a little tank in it. I mean, much too small, little. So I popped that in there. I've been charging the battery. There you go. More than overnight, and it's taking a charge, but it doesn't have enough amps to turn the motor over. If you're at all familiar with trying to turn over golf cart motors, I was using a drill on a Yamaha. As a matter of fact, the motor out of that guy, and when it came up against a compression stroke, it stopped that drill, like you know, just bang, stopped it. I thought I was gonna twist my my hands off my wrists. So I don't think it's that they have this huge amount of compression. I just think it's a fairly long stroke, which gives them torque, and that long stroke means you build up against quite a bit of compression there. Anyway, so given that the battery isn't strong enough, I have my jump pack sitting there on the floor, and what we're going to do is we're going to see how well this thing fires up, and we're going to hopefully fit it through here and take it out for a little bit of a ride. Even with the jump pack on it, it's not turning over very good. So jump pack on, key on. To choke this club car, you hit this little mushroom button here. And you know what, I'm going to turn the wheel now. Yeah, my hand still isn't working great here, so let's see how she does. Started, which is a good thing, and I fit it through the hole, which is a good thing. I really don't want to go whirling about too much because I don't want to tear the roof off. I also haven't checked the engine to see if any mice built any homes or anything in there. What we'll do is we'll just take a little start and tour. hope the wind isn't bothering things too much. I feel it, and I feel the breeze blowing in my face. That's why I'm gonna keep it down a little bit. Once again, this thing really hasn't been looked at for the season, and I'd rather not break it. For any of you who have a chance to get your hot little hands on a golf cart as a recreational vehicle, I truly recommend it. They're just fun. They take a lot of a lot of hard driving, because you gotta realize your typical golf cart, got a pair of big guys in it that could be 500 pounds, cooler of beer, golf clubs, you know, whatever else they bring along on their golfing adventures. I mean, they could be the major part of 1,000 pounds on this thing. You know, carries as much weight as a small pickup truck. And typically the guys driving it, especially when they're not doing well, as they're theoretically enjoying their golf game, then they kind of wail on it, right? And drive it and hard, and, you know, run it into things. Frequently alcohol is involved. So a golf cart typically has a very, very hard life. And by the way, they do that year after year after year. Where I live in New York here, you are I could have done a little better with that whole thing, but such is life. Here in New York, where I live, well, anywhere in New York, I suppose, you're not allowed to run them up and down the public roads. Some towns are pretty cool, where, you know, if you're kind of a senior and your only way of getting around is with this golf cart, you don't have a license, they don't, you know, they kind of let you get away with it. And some towns, like if I went on the road in front of my house there, and a trooper or sheriff stopped me, he would, you know, if I wasn't doing anything stupid, he would probably ignore me or tell me to get off the road. If every day he's going up and down the road and I'm on the road with this thing, he would probably say something to me eventually. If I were a kid going up and down the road with this thing, especially if I was romping it, you know, playing Evel Knievel at 12 miles per hour, I might be about out of gas. He would definitely stop me and, at the minimum, talk to my parents. If he wanted to be a real character, he could theoretically call a tow truck and, you know, haul it away and charge me a bunch of money. Anyway, this thing is stalling on me, so I think I only put a tiny little bit of gas in there, so I should get it back to the garage here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. Thanks for coming along, watching, commenting, subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and go out and get yourself a golf cart. They're a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and if you didn't, tell me why. Bye now.